My name is Tennyson Stead. This is the Eight-Sided Blog. Today we're going to talk about probably the most pervasive myth in this industry, which is that there is a hurdle, an early stage goal that you need to achieve to be successful in your career, after which everything starts falling into place. One of the phrases that you're going to hear a lot of when you're getting advice from people in this industry is, all you got to do is. If you're an actor, you have certainly heard at this point that all you got to do is get yourself a manager and an agent, get yourself represented, and then things will start falling into place for you. All you got to do is get that first production credit, get yourself in a movie. All you need to do is get a leading role. All you need to do is this, and the truth is, when you get right down to it, all you need to do is build an extremely stable, strong, supportive community of show people, and at the same time build a degree of craft into yourself that makes yourself inevitably successful. There's no all you gotta do is. It's a myth. We're gonna take it apart today. If it's so early in your career, this problem, that everybody's coming up against it, there is absolutely no way that it is the ultimate test of your sustainability as a performing artist or as a filmmaker or as a writer or whatever you're trying to achieve. You're gonna need more skills, and you're gonna need a deeper toolbox than you have to accomplish other goals in your career. This goal is not as dire as everybody says it is, okay? It's not a basic element of your success. It's an arbitrary thing that people are pointing at to explain why they're not successful. You don't need to take that home with you. Don't make that conversation into a life goal just because other people are saying it's necessary, all right? So let's say, for the sake of argument, that people are saying that getting that agent or that manager is the first step in your career, and that the second, much easier step is once you have that agent or manager, you get a starring role, or you wind up the lead writer on a film, or whatever the case may be, right? Those people acknowledge that they need the agent or the manager to get that starring role. So they're already assuming that getting that leading role is going to be really, really hard. They're just telling themselves that this tool is going to make it a lot easier. It's not, okay? As you progress through your career and as you deal with bigger and bigger challenges, you're going to find that along the way you build the craft and you build the community that prepares you for certain challenges, and other challenges you're going to find yourself less prepared for or unprepared for. My own biggest challenge in my career so far hasn't been anything other than learning to make movies with a disability. It's been, moving my career forward and writing and producing and directing with a traumatic brain injury, and building the resources and the trust in my community to do that, overcoming the ableism around me. All of that stuff is more challenging on a much more profound level than finding money to make movies with. And I'm not necessarily assuming that I have done the hardest thing that I am going to do. There are going to be other challenges in my career that shake me even on a deeper level than that. I need to be prepared for that. I can't be assuming that I've already done the work and that everything's taken care of, because when that challenge comes along, I don't want to be rattled on some psychic or deeply emotional level. I want to get to work and handle the problem and move forward, get my production done, and do a better show than anybody else, in spite of the challenges in front of me, and in spite of the fact that maybe I didn't foresee certain problems. If you're looking for that one hurdle, and if you think that overcoming that moment of truth is going to somehow open up the industry for you and give you a happy ending, then you're missing the process. You're missing the actual work. And the work is the point. It's not having the strong community, it's building the strong community. And it's not having strength in your craft, it's building strength in your craft. It's the constant work of becoming the person that you could be that makes all of this fun. If you're assuming that jumping one really difficult hurdle is going to be the thing that makes you successful in your career, then you're going to be doubled over in pain when that second hurdle smacks you in the gut and you didn't see it coming, right? Whereas if you just think of yourself as a hurdler, and if you just run down the track and jump the hurdles that are in front of you, then maybe you'll find that it's fun. Maybe you'll find that jumping those hurdles is something that you want to keep doing. And that, I think, is the only reason to be in this industry to begin with. The more we focus on providing strength to our community and our craft, and the more we try and grow in those things, the more equipped we are, not just to achieve success, but to overcome even bigger challenges and to do bigger things for the industry and for the audience. That's the sort of point I'm trying to get to, and that's where we're going to stop it. So if you like what you're getting out of these videos, please click the like button, please click the subscribe button, please click the bell so you get notified when the next 8-Sided Blog comes live. And thank you very much for showing up. I'll see you next week. Take care.